Now we're joined by our UK correspondent, Jonathan Sacerdoti in London. Thanks for being with us now. Big story today after a lot of following the details of these negotiations now. But what's next? It appears there was a lot of sticking points around Northern Ireland. Has that been worked out?
Well, David, it's been worked out to some extent, but of course what needs to happen now is that Boris Johnson needs the approval of people outside of Brussels. So this deal has been agreed by both Boris Johnson and the British negotiators and those in the EU. But now Boris Johnson, as we've learned before, has to get approval from Parliament. And we've certainly been here before because Theresa May came back with the deal and it was refused in parliamentary votes 3 times. That's why Boris Johnson's the Prime Minister at all. Boris Johnson has called for an emergency sitting of Parliament on Saturday, unusual act there. That's because he wants to get this through as soon as possible. That was already scheduled in case he got a deal. He's got it now. But in Parliament, he doesn't have the numbers. The DUP, which is the Northern Irish party that is really the kingmaker in any deal, they have said they don't agree with this. They've referred everyone to their previous statement on it, which they made earlier in the morning before the deal was announced. They've been in and out of Downing Street. Obviously, Boris Johnson, his people have been running by them all the different possibilities as the details were nailed down in this proposed deal. They've said they can't support it. They can't support it because they say they represent the Northern Irish unionist position. That is to say, those in Northern Ireland who wish to remain a complete and normal part of the United Kingdom. But because of the Good Friday Agreement, the technical issues have been throughout that there can't be a hard border or border checks on the border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. They say that even though the EU is now claiming that this puts the democratic choice in the hands of the Northern Irish, every 4 years they will get a vote of consent on whether or not to continue the certain amount of alignment that's been agreed here with the European Union. It's a certain kind of vote that is a majority, a simple majority vote. And the way Stormont works after the Good Friday Agreement is that actually it doesn't work on simple majority votes. The aim of that is so that the unionists can't be overvoted by the Republicans. So it's a little bit complicated, but this does change how things would work in Stormont. And on this essential issue, it seems that the DUP isn't ready to agree with Boris Johnson's solution.
Jonathan Sacerdoti reporting to us from London. Thank you very much on the Brexit deal.